His computer, man. That was basically like a determined calculator. And that thing had its own power strip taped on top. I mean, you know, despite all that, he still kept playing.
Hans always wanted to be in the Marines. You know, I always remembered he spent so much time playing Arma, and I guess they could have really used him.
Man, I remember playing CSGO with him. That game was his livelihood. I mean, you know, he never got anywhere with it, but he still enjoyed it. I remember we constantly kept nagging him about his hopping. Just, you know, we just leave it to Zach. I wish he would have listened.
And that beard, man, I mean, that was the manliest beard I've ever seen. He had handlebars for days.
Hans, man. He always used to say things like, wazoo wabu. But, tough gig.
He was a real chubby chaser. I mean, I would always remember that he'd go off and go after these chubby girls, and they always seemed to slip away though. The hyperhidrosis certainly didn't help. I mean, if there's one thing we remember about Hans was his fingerless gloves here. He actually gave me these before the accident. Base God really changed them.
After Willie's LAN party, Joseph and I went over to Hans's place, and he was there on the floor, motionless.
I went to check if he was okay. I put my hand on his throat, but I couldn't feel the pulse because it was just the bass was pounding, and Paris Hilton was playing really hard in the background. It was just bass God everywhere.
He overbassed. I lost a friend.
Tiny shirts, shiny jeans, everything Hilton, hotel Hilton.
You know, overbassing is a real issue here in America. I lost a friend to it. It affects dozens of people each year.
You know, as cliche as it may sound, education is the key to stopping this epidemic. I mean, there's some things you can do to help. Like, never blast Lil B at full volume. Never play 2 songs sequentially. And never pray to him more than 3 times a day.
You know, I'm gonna miss Hans. I think we all are gonna miss Hans. He was like a brother to all of us, honestly. But I can honestly say we all learned something from him today.
We never know how and why Little B imposes his will, but at least in our memories, Hans will live forever.
I live for you, and I love this. Thank you, Base World, for being nice. It gets cold on these lonely nights. Never had money, so I can't respect it. Really, I value friends, you feel me?